Welcome to the Student Ministry Matters podcast. We want to encourage, equip, and connect those with a passion to impact the next generation for Jesus Christ. Student ministry can be a lonely place. You might even feel like you're the only one in your church or community that cares about students. Well, know this, you're not alone. People all across the country are engaging Gen Z and care deeply about the spiritual direction of these young men and women. Whether you're full-time, part-time, bivocational, or volunteer, if you have a heart for students, this is the place for you.
Welcome. My name is Dan Carson, and I'm the Executive Director of Student Ministry Matters. Now, in the coming days, we'll be launching our first ever podcast. I'm both excited and terrified at the prospect. For the past several weeks, I've been working with Micah Powell and Chris Vines to put together a show that we hope will be an encouragement to you. We want to address real topics that you're dealing with in your ministries, and we want to be instructional and inspirational as we share. With that in mind, we'd love to hear from you on topics that are important to you and the work that you're doing with students. You can contact us at info@studentministrymatters.com or by visiting us through our online presence. Our website is studentministrymatters.com. You can also find us on Facebook at our Facebook page or through our group at Student Ministry Matters Community. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter. We want to hear from you as we go through this process. Now, before our first podcast drops, I want to just take a moment and share a little bit about Student Ministry Matters. Student Ministry Matters was previously known as the Baptist Missionary Association of Arkansas Youth Department. That is a mouthful, to say the least. Even if we shorten it down to its letters, BMAAYD is a lot. In 2018, we began to slowly roll out the name and concept of Student Ministry Matters. As a division of the Baptist Missionary Association of Arkansas, the youth department began in 1985 under the direction of Harvey Hall. And during that time, and up until 2016, the youth department primarily focused on providing high-quality events around the state of Arkansas for churches associated with the BMA of Arkansas. After coming on board as the new director in 2016, I sensed that a change needed to happen. It took some time to evaluate where we needed to head, but in 2018, we dove fully into the idea of investing in those that are investing in the next generation for Jesus. With that in mind, we purposed to provide connections, continuing education, and coaching. September 2018, we held the first ever Student Ministry Workers Retreat at South City Church of Little Rock with 50 in attendance. In 2019, our second annual Student Ministry Workers Retreat was held at Central Baptist College of Conway, Arkansas, with 80 in attendance. This fall, we'll be meeting again at Central Baptist College on September the 12th with Chris Swain of Replicate Ministry speaking to us on the subject of discipleship. If you'd like more information about our one-day retreat/training, visit studentministrymatters.com. There's a link there that'll take you to registration, and you can send us any questions you might have. Our desire is to invest in those that are working with students. You might be full-time, you might be part-time, bivocational, or volunteer. It doesn't matter to us. We simply want to help you navigate the difficulties and challenges of working with students. We also want to get connected with you wherever you find yourself. While our beginnings have been in Arkansas, our heart is to provide encouragement and connection to student ministry workers across the country. You'll learn more about our team on the first podcast, which will drop very soon. However, if you have questions, don't hesitate to send us an email at info@studentministrymatters.com. Our first podcast will be dropping soon, so I hope that you will download, listen, subscribe, review, and share it with all your student ministry worker friends. Until then, keep serving and loving on those crazy teenagers God has placed you with, because student ministry matters.
Thanks for listening to the Student Ministry Matters podcast. Get connected at studentministrymatters.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Student Ministry Matters. Until next time, keep up the great work with your students because the work matters.